And welcome to another Mark Bishop Show. You know, when it comes to your health, resolve to take one positive action this new year. I mean, we've been through the pits. It's all a new start. Lifetime opens its destinations to everyone December 28th through January 5th to kick off a healthy year and improve the lives of children with the Lifetime Foundation and Make-A-Wish Foundation. My special guest is Jeff Zweiful, Chief Operating Officer and Executive Vice President, Lifetime. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you, Mark.
Well, for many, the end of a year ushers in a period of retrospection, reevaluation of life choices made in the previous year, which tends to lead to many making New Year's resolutions. However, only 8% of people accomplish those resolutions. So, Jeff, instead of resolutions, Lifetime encourages people to make a specific commitment to one positive action in 2021, right?
Right. I think as we look back on this particularly turbulent 2020 year, it's especially been challenging for Americans' overall physical and mental health. And what we want to do is help people just improve their overall health and wellness in taking this one positive action and take control or get active again in 2021 and be healthier and happier. And it starts, we believe, with simple yet impactful choices that we make by taking the first step each day, then another, and watch it become the momentum that builds a healthy routine all year long. So as you said, Mark, now through the end of January, we're offering a variety of complimentary programs to help Americans recapture their health and happiness.
Well, Lifetime, you're ready to help jumpstart the New Year resolutions. It's your 8th, isn't it? 8th annual commitment day taking place. Now, this is December 28th. We've gone past that, but through the January 5th, this movement encourages people of all ages and abilities to kick off the year in a healthy, happy way through daily events that are open to both members and the public. And of course, in 2021, you're supporting Make-A-Wish in its mission to grant the wishes of children facing critical illnesses, and the Lifetime Foundation in its work to remove artificial and processed ingredients from school food. This is a big thing by providing a portion of all proceeds to these great causes and encouraging others to join in fundraising. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, as a healthy way of life company, yes, we want to get people more physically active, and we want to help improve, the health status of consumers everywhere. But a big problem that we've seen for many years starts with our children and the physical activity patterns, but also the nutrition is just so fundamental. So we've worked for the last number of years dedicating our foundation and much of our philanthropic efforts at trying to improve the nutrition elements of our schools. And we've done a wonderful job partnering and continue to have massive impact on, because we know nutrition is such a critical element and a cornerstone of a healthy life. And those habits need to start early with our kids. And so that's a commitment that we've made as a company, and we're proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, very important. By the way, folks, take down this web address because you can read a lot about Commitment Day at www.commitmentday.com. We'll come back on that later. Jeff, you're saying don't let lack of time coming into the new year now, willpower or motivation, keep you from reaching your fitness goals. In fact, you've got some great tips to give us now, haven't you?
Yeah, I think it starts with, like we said, taking the one positive action, getting started on day one. Do one thing, it doesn't have to be something far reaching. Move more, sit less, practice mindfulness and meditation, stretch, range of motion activities, whatever it might be. Secondly, we find that getting some accountability and, a friend or a family member to inspire and provide some partnership with, try to build it into your schedule because otherwise it just doesn't happen. Switch up your routine and keep some variety in it, right? Because boredom is what we're constantly fighting here. And then lastly, and maybe most importantly, don't be too hard on yourself. Recognize that you get back up on the horse every day and keep working at it,
Hmm.
and build a little bit more time into your schedule each day. We've been locked up, a lot of us in quarantine and not being physically active, and it's really counter
Yeah.
to our overall health and wellness. And we know that physical activity, Mark, is so valuable to help improve our immunity, and improving our immunity is the number one way to fight this virus too.
Well, a lot of people are alone, and it takes motivation. So it's a good idea finding a
Mhm.
partner or a group, maybe that you schedule to meet for a workout, just to give you that extra motivation. But I guess one of the biggest things, Jeff, is you got to schedule it, right? You got to schedule the darn thing. It's a lot
Yeah, you
harder to
really
make
do. You need to
excuses,
work
isn't it?
it in.
Yeah.
It makes it harder, and creates some accountability for yourself. And that's, really why we also created the complimentary access to our new digital membership. And that'll allow people, to have some support and connect virtually if that's our only option. And we know that people, 77% people are looking for both an in-person and digital workouts now. So we want to be able to provide both those solutions.
Now, you also recommend to switch up your routine.
Yeah, lifetime, Mark. We've not we've taken an approach to be kind of agnostic to one modality or one piece of equipment, because everybody's different, and variety is the spice of life, as we say.
Hmm.
I like to do an elliptical one day, a rowing machine the other day, and a treadmill another day, and lift weights another day. I would get I would go crazy doing one piece of activity every day, and I know I couldn't sustain it myself.
Right.
So I know that people don't have an open checkbook either, but we're looking for people to do a variety of things. It might be body weight exercises one day, stretching the other day.
Hmm.
It might be yoga the next day. It might be some sort of high intensity training for them the next day, or taking a walk. So so many different ways to build variety and uh, different approaches in switching up your routine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
important, not only for the mental element of it, Mark, but for the physiological elements of the benefits.
Well, you're absolutely 100% correct. We get comfortable with a preferred workout, I feel. And then when we stop, due to the weather or stress, we don't pick up something new that can accommodate our new circumstances. So, folks, commit to taking one positive action. Sign up for any of their complimentary Commitment Day classes and activities. Now, this is December 28th to January 5th, commitmentday.com. Jeff, my folks, all they've got to do is go to commitmentday.com. It's all explanatory there, correct?
Yes, they can go there and learn more about it. If you want as well, you can go to lifetime.life and learn more about Lifetime and our Healthy Way of Life destinations. But yes, commitmentday.com, 30 days, free complimentary access. Go check it out and learn more how you can be active and be healthy right now. Now it's more important than ever.
More than ever. Before we go, Jeff, I'd like you to share some details, if you'd be so kind, on your work with the Lifetime Foundation and Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah, well, our foundation, Mark, is really committed to improving school lunches across the United States. And we've gone into so many schools already and helped fully fund a much more nutritious and healthy solutions for schools all over the country. And it really has impacted, families and particularly underprivileged communities where, access to proper nutrition is many times problematic and challenging. And we know the nutritious content of many of the school lunch programs has been really a problem over the last number of years. And so we really set out to commit in our foundation of Lifetime to change that course. And as I was stating earlier, our commitment, knowing that the future of our society really lies with our kids and our
Well, it
children,
does, very
the
much
health
so.
of our children. And we're seeing And we're seeing more than ever the inactivity patterns and the poor nutritious habits starting early that are creating problems with early onset diabetes
Mm-hmm.
that will create a tremendous problem for the healthcare industry unless something's done about it early on in life. So we really are in, and we want to encourage children to get active, and they've lost the access to obviously in-person schools in many instances. Plus,
Right.
physical education programs are being cut. And so we really want to address all those components, but really starting with the meals and getting a nutritious meal each day. So that's where we've really been focused.
And the beauty of it, Jeff, is, when it's not just the body from a point of view of nutritious meals, of course that's important, but the psychology, the results that come out of eating nutritious, and, the old cliche, we are what we eat and so on. And that is important for children.
So true.
Folks, well, look, Commitment Day, www.commitmentday.com. Go there. Jeff Zweiful was my guest, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer for Lifetime. Thanks for all the good work that you do, Jeff. Keep it up, and all the very best for the brand new year.
Thank you, Mark. Happy New Year to you and your listeners.
You're welcome. Thank you. Goodbye.